And the London Black Knights. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Yellow. I go on, Eddie.
It's going to be a long...
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Get out of here, man.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Alert 3, alert 3.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Let's go. At their own 17-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
Mike 91. I got him. Watch the shift.
6-6, bullet high.
Watch the shift.
Let go.
On 1st down, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
They can't hang with us.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
You got nothing. Hey, alert.
Recon, 132 fighter.
From the gun, Herbert. The open man is Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 3rd down gain of 10 to pick up the 1st. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked picked off at the 45. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes flushed out right. He'll run it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On first down, Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Ready, set.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Ready,
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Ready, ready.
2nd and 14. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Here I come!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
61.
They'll try the right side here with Smith. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Right here, right here.
Snap.
To throw again, Herbert. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
Mike.
Yellow. There's a water, right?
Let's get this, get this.
Hey, Ripley.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go, here we go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Chiefs.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right.
43. 43. Right side.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Here we go.
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
You got him.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's trash.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to him on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes steps away. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
On the move to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Herbert. And he's going to go down again. Chris Jones. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That's right.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Back.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 times, 2 times.
You got 3 down, 3 down.
Go.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Yo.
Get it.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Down. 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
Mike 54. Hey, keep it up.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here.
Hey. High 7.
Check
9.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Back to throw. Herbert, this is caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up fourth down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down.
Switch gears.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
You gonna see me? Pilot, 64, weak, 52.
Check, crunch.
Back to throw. Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 90, Wolf.
Watch 54. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike's 5-4. No chance.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Steps away to his left, and that is incomplete.
Mahomes on the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's get it.
They keep it with Smith on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Ready?
Now Ito Smith trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Fine.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He sets to fire, and this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 48 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive. knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Hey, Mike 50, go.
On third down, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. Here's Hill on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 12 at the 27-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Say.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Being chased out left. And an acrobatic catch there by Watkins. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Let's get it.
At the 47-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming for you, son. Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge.
Easy.
They go play action. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Check out route.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Dancing to his left. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Off-play action. Herbert. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Looking to throw. Herbert, he's got Burton here. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Five. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Ready.
On 4th down, Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Yellow. Heavy
on the edges.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. From the 27, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
Yellow. Let's get it.
Now here's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
We own this.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Every day, any day.
Off the play fake. Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Johnson was the intended receiver. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Not that time for Watkins.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
54 Mike. Hey, Alpha. Back D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Throwing on third and long. Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Hey, get in the weight room. 91 is the Mike. Push him back. Push him back. Check 91.
On fourth down. Herbert.
I'm going back to you.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And this one a 41-yard attempt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
You ain't doing nothing. Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Hit it.
Back to throw. Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. The other side, and now they face what